Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie and I'm documenting my journey to lose 100 pounds. Today I'm going to do another full day of eating, show you what I eat for around 1,500 calories a day. And so we're gonna start with breakfast. And I made copycat Starbucks, sort of, egg white bites, and I'm just having a piece of the Nichols 35 calorie bread with some, I can't believe it's not butter, spray on it. And my new favorite thing, instead of having coffee in the morning, I have been having my protein shake in the morning. And Premier Protein came out with a new, well, I guess it's been a little bit, it's not super new, but it's a relatively new flavor. It's cafe latte and it is so good. It's like my favorite one ever. So it does have caffeine in it, just to be aware. I'm drinking this instead of drinking coffee because otherwise I will never go to sleep at night. I'm having my protein shake in the morning now because I was not getting my protein in at all. I was skipping it almost every single day. If I don't have it in the morning, I just end up not drinking it for some reason. So this has been helping a lot, and it's less volume of food than what I was eating before with the eggs and the toast and the cheese and coffee and my yogurt all in the morning. It was just too much, and I was having trouble getting my workouts done in the morning because I had to let my food settle for so long. So this is less volume of food for me, and it's been working out a lot better. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and we are going to show you how to make them next. I start by adding 2 whole eggs and 1 cup of egg whites to my food processor bowl. I like to weigh out my egg whites. It came to 245 grams for 1 cup. Then I added half a cup or 56 grams of shredded cheese. I used shredded cheddar, but I've made these a few times since filming, and my favorite cheese to use so far has been part skim mozzarella. These honestly don't taste like Starbucks very much, but the mozzarella gets them a bit closer. Then I add half a cup or 113 grams of regular fat cottage cheese. Feel free to use lower fat if you prefer it. Then you just blend that for a few seconds until combined. The recipe doesn't call for any seasoning, but I would add some salt and pepper here as well. Then I chopped up half a cup or 3 ounces of roasted red peppers and a 1/4 cup spinach. There's something really relaxing about watching veggies get chopped, I think. Maybe I'm weird. If you like it too, leave me a comment down below and let me know I'm not alone. Once all that is chopped, I add it to the processor as well. The recipe calls for 1 tablespoon fresh chives. I added 1 tablespoon of freeze-dried chives. I tried to get fresh chives, but they didn't have them for my food order this week, so we used what we had. Fresh would 100% have been better, but you gotta do what you can. I pulsed that for a few seconds to combine. Once you have the mix, you just spoon it into these silicone egg bite molds. I will link the ones I got from Amazon below. They came with silicone lids and the wire rack to put them into the Instant Pot. It was like $15. They also came with 2 baby spoons. I'm not entirely sure why, but they are silicone as well, so if you need them, I guess that's good. Try to fill them evenly. I put more into the purple mold, and you'll see why that was a problem in a second. Put the lids on them and set them on the wire rack. You'll need to add 1 cup of water to your Instant Pot, lower the egg bites in, put the lid on, and make sure the vent is set in the sealing position. Then you're going to pressure cook them on high pressure for 10 minutes. Once the 10 minutes are up, you need to let it release manually. Basically, just don't touch it for 10 minutes. Then you can release any remaining pressure by turning the vent to venting, and then you can open the pot. Carefully remove the egg bites from the Instant Pot. They will be hot, and then you can take off the lids. The purple ones turned into weird mushroom-looking bites because I filled them up too much. They don't taste any different, they just look really strange. I put them into a Tupperware container and eat them within 3 days. I usually don't like eggs made ahead of time, but these are not bad. I think maybe I'll try adding some cayenne pepper to them next time for some more flavor. Really quick, I just wanted to give an update on my weight for the week. I am now down to 215.8 pounds, which means I've lost a total of 33 pounds since March. I hope this doesn't make you sick. I don't know if it will or not. And don't mind my mess everywhere. and how the lighting is gonna change. So I joined a steps challenge, and I'm supposed to be getting more steps than usual, I would imagine, being on a steps challenge. So my treadmill broke, and a new one won't be here until next week. It's very cold outside. It's like 30 degrees outside right now. It's not really conducive to walking outside. So since my treadmill broke, I am pacing the floor in my basement room, back and forth, back and forth. It is, I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I don't know if we're gonna be able to use this footage because I am literally pacing back and forth, and that light is like super blown out. So I think I'm gonna turn that off. They both are. Let's see if it looks better with them off. Not really. Now it's really dark. Whoa. As I walk past the vanity, I get really bright, walk into the dark, turn around, and go back. I don't know. It's like 10 steps that I can do back and forth over and over again. So I'm gonna try to do this for a little while and see if I can get my steps up. I will be happy when we have our treadmill back. Having a treadmill will make getting steps in like a million times easier. And seriously, my room is such a mess right now. I should probably be cleaning it instead of walking, but whatever. Priorities, not where I want them to be. All right, well, I'm gonna keep doing this for a while and I'll check back in with you later. All right, so it's lunchtime, and this week what I've been eating is vegetable beef soup. You get a full cup for the serving of this. It's really big and it's super filling. And then I've been making a ham club type sandwich. I put one slice of bacon on here with the Natural Choice. It's like Hormel or something. Honey ham for 70 calories for 2 ounces. It's really not bad. And then I do 2 slices of my Nichols bread, of course. And today I've added spinach. Usually I add lettuce, but I have a whole bunch of spinach I have to use up. So I've got spinach and tomatoes and red onion on here. And then I've got 5 saltines to add into my soup. And I'm just gonna have bottled water as usual for my drink. We'll put macros and everything up on the screen for you as usual. I forgot to say that for breakfast, but I'm sure we did that too. I will finish eating this and then we're gonna show you how to make the vegetable beef soup. I start by chopping up 2 large russet potatoes. I know my knife skills are terrible, and this knife is really strange. I love it though. I have regular knives, but I like this weird rectangle one for some reason, so I always end up using it. Just try to dice the potatoes evenly if you can. I use baby carrots, about ½ pound, and just chop those into about 3 pieces each. You could use regular carrots if you wanted. You could even add canned carrots instead if you really wanted to, but just make sure that you wait to add them to the pot until the other canned vegetables go in. I realized that I forgot to add celery to this soup, so I usually add 2 to 3 stalks of chopped celery as well. I take a large soup pot and put 1 pound of stew beef into it on medium heat to brown it. I think that it may be good if you were to almost sear the meat at this point. I don't do that in this video, but I'm going to try it next time. The soup takes a long time to cook because you want that beef to get tender, so make sure you plan ahead. I always seem to forget how long it takes to make this soup and end up having to eat something else while it cooks. Once that's browned for about 10 minutes, I add the potatoes, carrots, and celery and let that start cooking down for about 5 to 8 more minutes. Sometimes the bottom starts to stick, so I end up adding the broth before that time is up, but I'm not really sure it matters too much. Once the beef and vegetables have cooked for a few minutes, you'll add 6 cups of beef broth to the pot. I also add in 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, ½ tablespoon of dried parsley, and 1/4 teaspoon of paprika. Feel free to use fresh parsley if you prefer it. I add ½ a can each of tomato paste and tomato sauce. Try to fling it into the pot and not on your refrigerator like I almost did. Mix all of that up and then you'll add in your onion. I usually use half of a white onion, but I only had a red one and I accidentally added the entire thing. At this point, I turned the heat up to high and let it come to a boil. Once it's boiling, I turned the heat down to low, put the lid on, and let it simmer for 5 hours. I told you it takes a long time. Once it's simmered for the 5 hours, you'll add in your canned vegetables. All of these have been drained of their liquid. I add half a can each of corn, peas, and green beans. If you decided to use canned carrots, you'll want to add them in now as well. Then I let this simmer for 1 more hour, just so that the veggies can get heated up and incorporated well. Then it's finally ready. This recipe makes about 12 1-cup servings. This is Chris's favorite soup. It's really filling and hearty. It makes a good lunch on a cold day. So it's snack time now, and I'm about to have my yogurt. This one is a caramel apple pie, and it is only 80 calories and 12 grams of protein, and it's super good. I'm gonna eat this, and then I will be back when it's time for dinner.
2 hours later.
It's dinner time now, and I'm having shepherd's pie that I made. It's a recipe that I got off of skinnytaste.com. I will link the recipe down below so that you can make it yourself. It is really good. And I made some lower calorie glazed carrots that's just brown sugar and like light butter, but it's the Truvia brown sugar blend, so it's half the calories or something of regular brown sugar. I'll put the recipe down below too, just in case you want to make those, but that's really tasty too. We'll put the macros on the screen somewhere for you, and I will be back with my dessert. And now for my final food of the day. This is my Blue Bunny chocolate mini swirl cone. These things are like 140 calories, and I think it's totally worth it. I know that probably not everybody would want to spend 140 calories on ice cream every day, but I do. So this is what I eat every day at the end of my day. I will put up the macros for the rest of it on the screen, and then the totals for the day. So if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and ding the little bell so that you get notified every time I upload a video. I really appreciate all your support, and I will see you next time. See ya!